Love overcomes fear. Love overcomes fear. Gil Michelini.
Last September, I was escorting my daughter Anna on her wedding day. As we started down the aisle, ahead of us were friends, family, and him. Time stopped. My 22-year-old daughter on my arm transformed into my 2-month-old daughter in my arm, and I wanted to run away with her. Madam Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guest. When Anna was younger, I told her she could have friends who were boys, but boyfriends? No. I developed a tool of intimidation to keep those boys away. I called the look. This worked really well until he came along. Shortly after Anna had moved out of our house, she started going on about this Matthew guy. Oh, Dad, he is so wonderful. I had a criteria for my daughter's boyfriends, and Mr. Wonderful was a perfect match for nothing on my list. He had hair halfway down his back, huge holes in his earlobes, and tattoos everywhere. I didn't even bother catching his last name because once I shot him the look, he wasn't going to be around. He shot the look back at me. That's never happened before. I didn't know exactly what to do, but I knew this. I had to get rid of Matthew. After almost a year of trying, nothing has worked. Anna's taking advice from him rather than me. I'm being replaced. While whining on about Matthew to my wife, I said, "He makes me so mad." She stopped me. "Gil, he can't make you feel mad. What are you afraid of that makes you so mad?" I said to her, "I don't know, dear. What am I afraid of?" She said, "I think you're afraid of losing Anna." Suddenly, I'm going back over the years of memories to that night in the hospital when I was alone with Anna for the first time. 2 became 1. And here she is. Okay, I'm afraid of losing Anna. Is that wrong? No, but taking it out on Matthew is. For the next several months, I tried getting along with Matthew a little. But little changed. Then they announced their engagement. My wife said to me that night, "Looks like we need to start loving him as a son." Wait, whoa. I don't even like him as a person. She said to me, "Remember that old saying, Gil? Love overcomes fear." Love overcomes fear. That may work in those girly movies that she watches, but this is like a real-life adventure movie. In a world where a dad struggles letting his little girl grow up, his only weapon is to take his wife's advice and let love overcome fear. In an epic battle, one man must learn to see past his future son-in-law's long hair. mega earring holes, and the overabundance of tattoos to start loving him as a son. When I learned to love Matthew as a son, I learned to see past his exterior to the man he really is. Matthew has got a long view on life. The guy has a mega work ethic. And joy, this guy has an abundance of joy. He spreads everywhere he goes. When I met this man, I met a man I could trust to take care of my little girl. I wanted to run away with her to a time when I was the smartest, strongest, bravest man she knew. But those days are only memories now. I look over at my little girl. She's about to become Mrs. Van Horn. We continued down the aisle, and I looked towards Matthew, not with the intimidation look, but with a fatherly look, welcoming him in to our family. At the end of the aisle, my job of raising my daughter came to an end. I took her hand, his hand, joined them together, and then I let go. Friends, there are many difficult lessons that we have to learn in life. And among them are learning to let love overcome fear so that we don't make the mistake that I did and judge people based on their appearances. I'm grateful now that I've learned this lesson because Anna is daughter number 1 of 4. Madam Contest Master.